Welcome back to Lariat TV News. It may feel like 2025 has flown by, but we've been with you the entire way. I'm Irma Peña.
And I'm Savannah Ford. We've documented stories from all corners of campus this semester, and we have one more for you today. After the 17-day search for a new athletic director following former CFP Chair Mack Rhodes' decision to step down, the university announced that Field and Stream President Doug McNamee will fill the role as the new Vice President and Director of Intercollegiate Athletics. Aiden Richmond has more details.
On Monday, Baylor announced the hiring of Doug McNamee as the university's new vice president and athletic director.
It's a great day for Baylor family. We are going to prioritize the Baylor family and just super appreciative of what I think is a bold but trend-setting decision the president made. Excited to get to work, roll up our sleeves. I think we've got a great group of coaches, incredible student athletes, and a one-of-one institution to get to pull them to.
McNamee is coming off of a tenure as the Field and Stream president, and before that, he was the president of Waco-based Magnolia. He was also worked for the Bears in the athletic department as senior associate athletic director before leaving the position in 2018.
Doug brought all the things to the table that we were looking for. He certainly had a background in athletics. He knows and loves Baylor, deeply committed to Baylor, but he brings an entrepreneurial spirit. He's done media deals. He's done corporate partnerships. He's done all kinds of brand building. And so we just felt like for what we need and the way college athletics is going, he just brought the perfect combination of skills to the table.
Baylor football had the opportunity to go to a bowl game but decided not to over the weekend. McNamee agrees the team's decision and feels that shifting focus to next season and preparing for the portal and retaining current players is of more importance.
You're going to miss out. You're going to miss out on a world-class education with a Christian mission, with outstanding coaches, and we're going to be successful. And we're going to have an awesome fan experience in a game day atmosphere. I think we've got some incredible tools at our disposal, and I'm not sure they've been fully unlocked yet. So I just say, best is yet to come. Don't regret it. If you leave, you will.
For Lariat TV News, I'm Aiden Richmond.
And that's all the news we have this week. We're keeping it short for you.
Because up next, the best we had to offer this semester, keep it here.
Blessed are the catalysts, sparking invention from the unknown. Strong are the generous, taking up the call to serve the world. Needed are the peacemakers, seeking common ground for the common good. But don't worry, you can still be fierce on game days. The work you do is faith in action, fueled by the light burning inside you. The world needs who you were made to be. Dare to be you, indeed.
This semester, I got the opportunity to go to a local animal shelter called Animals Have Hearts Too. It was so impactful to get to spend time with the dogs and see the hearts of so many who want to help them. Here's my favorite story of the semester. Over 120 stray dogs have been successfully rescued by Patricia Meadows and her initiative of Animals Have Hearts Too.
So this is on Patricia's home in Lorena, Texas, and she has built this facility that has very good kennels and an area for the dogs to play and run around, and they just have a lot of space here, and it's just well equipped for them, and they live a very happy life out here, and she runs it from her home, so it's her and her husband and volunteers that come and help when she can't.
And 4 Baylor students have become the liaison who have helped identify the main needs of the shelter and what the dogs need to make a difference.
The way she kind of discovers the dogs is literally just the community knowing who she is and what her mission is. She gets texts and phone calls daily about dogs that are spotted.
It's really a two-way street. We benefit a lot from coming here and just getting to enjoy hanging out with the dogs and everything, and then also the dogs benefit from having that socialization and from having us here to do chores and just help her out with all the things she needs done.
Animals Have Hearts Too welcomes all volunteers to care for the dogs and keep their spaces clean. Visit ahhtoo.com or follow them on Instagram to find more information on how to volunteer. For Lariat TV News, I'm Kendall Rickett.
Earlier this semester, two-time Grammy Award-winning artist Lauren Daigle performed at Foster Pavilion. What appeared to be a cut-and-dry concert coverage turned into a powerful faith-driven story about resilience and prayer. I'm standing here in front of Foster Pavilion to watch Grammy Award-winning artist Lauren Daigle perform this evening. Lauren Daigle not only sings Christian music, she acts out her faith during concerts.
It was her Behold concert, and we had VIP tickets, and she actually prayed for me, so that was really cool, and I loved it so much. She's just such an amazing person. I have some health issues. It was a health condition, and we just I just kind of bore my testimony to her, and she just was being very thoughtful and nice.
Prayer and support like Daigle's helped carry Melody through, all the way to Baylor.
I think really she's just made worship and Bible verses more relatable, and definitely she's able to speak God's truth through her songs, and I think just honestly sharing God's word is making a huge impact, and she's got a lot of supporters that way.
Daigle herself struggled with a skin condition at an early age, which led her to connect music and faith.
But she was just such a strong, heartfelt prayer, and we've never forgotten. Melody's been to, I think, a total of 4 concerts now, and we've emailed her team and let her know about Melody's progress. We never thought we'd be at this point where she could be 14 hours away from home in college, but we wouldn't miss a concert.
This concert is the second of an ongoing series put on by Baylor and Foster Pavilion. Tucker Wetmore will be the next artist in this series, performing on October 23rd of this year. For Lariat TV News, I'm Jacob Stowers.
Earlier this semester, I went out before sunrise to cover one of Baylor's oldest and most historic events. Let's take a look back at this year's homecoming parade.
Students and alumni alike gathered along 5th Street to watch this year's homecoming parade, starting in downtown Waco and ending right here on campus.
Baylor's homecoming parade is recognized as the oldest and largest in the country, dating back to 1909. Each year, clubs and organizations from Baylor and Waco march from downtown through the city and the campus, while the whole Baylor family comes to watch.
I think this parade really epitomizes the community and the family that going to Baylor means for the rest of your life. We still have some great friends from our years here, and I know our daughter is forming those same kind of relationships, and it's just a fun, wonderful family atmosphere, and really is just the spirit of Baylor.
The parade was headlined by the fraternities and sororities showing off their handmade floats that they have worked on for several weeks. Those in attendance began lining up along 5th Street well before sunrise so they could get a piece of what Baylor provides.
You know, I think Baylor really, it's just such a sense of family and community that stays with you forever. It's just a warm, welcoming place, not just for the current students, but the alumni and their families and the local members of the community.
However, it is not just Baylor that is highlighted during the parade. Many organizations and local schools from the Waco area took part as well, making the parade an all-encompassing event.
Because they have participants, not just the Greek organizations, but all of the different organizations on campus, but also because they invite the local community in, and it just makes everyone feel a part of the same big family.
For Lariat TV News, I'm Charlie Cole.
With Christmas right around the corner, here's a look back at the festive fun and community spirit that made Deck the Halls such a memorable event to cover this semester.
Christmas is coming early here at the Extrago Convention Center for the annual Deck the Halls fundraising event. This annual holiday tradition hosted by Junior League of Waco aims to bring people together to support local causes and share some holiday spirit.
I think it's fun to see everyone come back. People look forward to it every year, and I feel like once people come, they see it decorated, they see the tree, I think it gets them excited, and so it kind of, I don't know, gets you all feel good inside. So.
And I think Waco is we love our locals,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So we have a lot of local vendors.
A lot of
this
vendors,
year,
yep.
and people just come to support locals. We had a couple this morning. They're like, which ones are local? I want to support our Waco local vendors, which is so nice.
It's great.
Every dollar raised goes to programs that help women and kids in Waco with things like education, food access, and family support.
I just love it because sometimes there's not a lot of things going on, and I just feel like it just brings the community together. And with my stuff, I'm able to see like all the kids love on it. This was my first year at Deck the Halls, so I'm really happy that I was part of it, and I want to thank everyone for the support.
Deck the Halls also provides local shops a chance to connect with the community during the busy holiday season.
I feel like it's so important to do local events like this when you're a local business. It helps, number one, get your name out there, but also you're supporting a good cause. And just reminding people that you're here, because owning a small business is so hard right now, but doing local events like this kind of reminds people that you're here.
As finals approach, Deck the Halls serves as a reminder to pause, connect, and give back. For Lariat TV News, I'm Tatum Vickers.
This semester, I got to cover one of my favorite events, Baylor's Bonfire. It's a homecoming tradition that's been around since 1905 and still brings out a ton of energy. From the fire lighting up Fountain Mall to all of the smiles and excitement, here's a look at this year's bonfire.
Bonfire marks the official start of homecoming weekend, a tradition that brings together generations of Bears to celebrate the green and gold. For many Baylor families, the bonfire is a symbol of connection and pride in Baylor's long-standing history.
Well, I think it symbolizes the unity of the school and just bringing just a bond, and it was the oldest homecoming,
For Baylor parents, homecoming isn't just about the fire or the festivities. It's about seeing the value that make Baylor feel like home. The campus community plays a big role in providing a sense of belonging and faith that reassures families their students are in the right place.
It gives us peace that he's in a community that is focused on the Jesus, the Bible, so we're very
As the flames arise, so does the excitement, not just for the weekend ahead, but for the shared Baylor pride that connects past and present Bears and the entire Waco community.
It means like a sense of community. I mean, if you look around, you get to see so many people around here that act like family, and you get to meet new people. So it's just like a huge family here at Baylor.
Tonight's bonfire is more than just the start of homecoming weekend. It's a reminder of what makes Baylor special: faith, family, and the community. From Fountain Mall, the Baylor spirit is alive and burning bright. For Lariat TV News, I'm Marin Small.
This semester, I got the opportunity to cover Howdy at the Herd, one of Baylor's biggest welcome back traditions. From the line dancing to Ty Meyer's performance, here's a look back at Howdy 2025.
I'm at the Mark and Paula Herd Welcome Center, where Ty Myers will be taking the stage tonight, but the event goes beyond just the music.
For over 60 years, Pi Beta Phi has helped bring this annual celebration to campus, featuring music, food, and games, keeping one of Baylor's longest-standing traditions alive.
I just think Howdy is just such a great opportunity to kind of welcome students back to the fall semester here at Baylor and just kind of show the joy of just being all together. And it's such a fun event. We have concerts and food trucks and just games, and now we have a Longhorn coming today, so it should be really fun.
Beyond the festivities, the celebration supports Read, Lead, Achieve, a national program focused on improving children's literacy through book donations and fundraising.
And we sell t-shirts, we have various food trucks and book donations, and every percentage and every book donated throughout the time goes towards children's literacy.
Students say the event isn't just about the music. It's about campus pride and keeping alive a tradition that makes Baylor stand out.
Honestly, knowing that no other university is doing it like this, because what do you mean we get a free concert, food trucks, line dancing, I've never heard of that from a college before, so I think that's really special and it's very inclusive.
From live music to community service, this Baylor event brings students together while making a real impact. For Lariat TV News, I'm Savannah Ford.
We aren't quite done yet.
More of Best of Show when we come back.
I'll never get used to this. I'll never get used to this. This is how I wanna live. Forever we'll be singing like, oh, I'll never get used to this. I'll never get used to this. I'll never get used to this. This is how I wanna live. This is how I wanna live. Forever we'll be singing like, oh, I'll never get used to this.
This semester, I had the opportunity to cover Pet Circle Animal Center's birthday bash. I enjoyed the story because it showed the help they need with clearing out kennels and expanding their medical building with the aim of helping man's best friend. And come on, who doesn't love a cute puppy?
Today, Pet Circle Animal Center is celebrating 1 year of 24/7 work of connecting the Waco community to man's best friend.
They're feeding, cleaning, caring for the animals, veterinary care, vaccines, spay, neuter. So we're caring for the animals around the clock, year round. So staff spends a lot of time with the animals, learning their personalities, getting them adopted or to rescue, to foster. So there's a lot of different components that go into kind of what we do, and we're always, needing more support, whether it's volunteers, fosters, or adopters.
While workers get paid, it's those that come in on their free time and spend countless hours helping the animals that truly see a change in a pet when they leave the center.
Like, I know this girl who fostered a dog, and she had made the dog an Instagram, and like, I've literally cried over her post before, because it's like, the dog here, it was so scared, and like, she wouldn't do anything. She just wanted to like sit and just like be petted, and now like she like plays with toys, she's potty trained, like she goes everywhere with this girl, and it is just, oh my gosh, it's just like literally the best feeling to see that.
Recently, the center, working with the city of Waco, was granted $5 million to expand their clinic building and add isolation kennels.
Yeah, so our current clinic is pretty small, so we have 7 staff and a veterinarian that work out of there. On high volume spay-neuter days, it's really hard when there's everybody in there and we're moving a lot of animals in and out of there through surgery. It's, they're kind of bumping into each other, and so having that added space to be able to accomplish more will definitely be very beneficial for us.
Kennels at Pet Circle are full with over 250 dogs, both young and old, waiting for the right owner to come in and take them home. For Lariat TV News, I'm Aiden Richmond.
In my first semester with the Lariat, I have loved the opportunity to cover a multitude of sporting events, one of which being my favorite story of the year, men's basketball versus Sacramento State. Baylor men's basketball earned a 110-88 victory versus Sacramento Tuesday. That is the most points made by Baylor since 2022 against Mississippi Valley State.
They tell us to just keep going, so it was really a blessing for us to see them, succeed and just be happy as much as we all are together. So I would say that's the highlight of the game for me personally, just seeing my other teammates just get buckets, and we all enjoy it. You can tell in the sideline we all enjoy it together.
This marked the 7th consecutive game that Baylor had 4 players in double digits, including Tunde Esefau with a season-high 27 points and Cameron Carr with an additional 25.
Yeah, offensively we're really talented, like I said. I mean, our offensive potential is through the roof. I think we're number 11 in the country in offense right now, especially when we cut out some lapses in the first half where we don't really share the ball that much, and we kind of try and get more P2s, try and get in the paint more, share the ball a little bit more. We're going to be a really hard team to guard.
Dan Skillings Jr. led the team in rebounds with a season-high of 14 and accomplished his 500th career rebound.
Any road game is always hard, but especially early in the season, getting used to playing in hostile arenas and not getting rattled. So that'll be a tall challenge for us, and excited to see what we can do.
The Bears are back on the road against Memphis on December 6th. For Lariat TV News, I'm Brooke Cranford.
This semester, I had the joy to cover a volleyball coach whose story at Baylor runs deep. My feature on Shelby Livingstone Anima was an idea that I've had since last year and has truly become one of my favorite stories to date. Shelby Livingstone Anima has had quite the volleyball journey. From starting to play the sport in the 6th grade to being a full-fledged assistant coach at Baylor, her story is full of faith. Anima got recruited to play volleyball at Rice University and pulls wisdom from that experience to be a better coach.
You get to use the experience that I had in college to really lean in and love these girls really well now, and use my own experiences and help them through the hard moments and the exciting moments that they get to have now as college athletes, and help speak life into them.
After graduating from Rice, Anima came to Baylor as a student volunteer coach while getting her master's in divinity. After that, she spent 2 seasons at Liberty University as an assistant before getting called to come back to Waco.
That when he called and offered me the position, it was an absolute no-brainer to definitely come home to a spot that I love and know loves me.
Anima has made a positive mark on the volleyball team, and Coach McGuire praises her ability to be relatable to the players.
Coach Livingstone is great in bringing the energy in the right place at the right time. But she also has a strong connection with the girls, and his family know how to divide the burdens, and so she's able to take the load off of them when there's maybe anxiety, I'm struggling with something on defense or serve receive.
Her parents, Dr. Linda Livingstone and Brad Livingstone, are the president and first gentleman of Baylor. Anima enjoys being able to work in the same environment as her parents.
When we talk about Baylor volleyball, we talk about family, and we talk about the Baylor family at Baylor in general, and it just is really sweet that I get to share my family with all of Baylor, and that Baylor just loves my parents so much, and our girls love them so much.
For Lariat TV News, I'm Claire Marie Scott.
In October, I went to DC and happened to be in town for the No Kings rally, which I got to cover. Here's my favorite story of this semester. On October 18th, 200,000 people flooded the streets of Washington, D.C. to protest the Trump administration as part of No Kings Day.
Actually, I'm a little bit afraid to be here today because I feel like they were inciting, various political leaders were inciting violence and making us out to be people who are, want to create agitation. But we're here to show that we love our country, we love the Constitution.
An estimated 7 million people were at 2,600 protests across all 50 states, making it the third largest protest in U.S. history. This was the second iteration of the event, with the first happening on June 14th.
I mean, there's a lot of issues facing everything. I mean, a big right now is the occupation of D.C. I went to the No Kings rally in Richmond, Virginia. I think it was like the first during the summer, and I liked the community. I wasn't here, so I was like, well, I want to come to this one for sure to just really see the community connect, come together for common causes and so forth.
The march began at 9:30, culminated in a rally near the Capitol building, with the government shutdown still looming large.
And everything going on today. So I'm on travel from out of state for work, and I have today free, and just happened to be the day of this protest. I've never been to a protest in my life either, so.
How do you
Thank
feel?
People of all ages attended the event, with many veterans and former government employees voicing their support.
To support the active duty soldiers and airmen and sailors that can't have a voice because they support the Constitution and the military establishment. So many of our generals and admirals are being fired for unbelievable reasons.
Yeah, and I'm just standing with my brothers and sisters.
The D.C. event had live music and speakers such as Mehdi Hassan, Bill Nye, and Senator Bernie Sanders.
Boycott oligarch companies, write your congresspeople, but do something, get engaged, because we're going to lose everything we have if we don't stop it.
For Lariat TV News from Washington, D.C., I'm Braden Murray.
One thing I've loved about reporting for the Lariat is getting to know the businesses that make Waco feel like home. Black Oak Art is one of those staples, a pottery studio that continues to thrive while honoring the legacy of its late co-founder. Here's my favorite story of the year. At Black Oak Art, every piece starts with just a lump of clay. And as I quickly learned, each piece takes a lot of time, patience, and care, the same kind of care that this team pours into this Waco legacy. Back in 2013, Common Ground's owner Jill Barrett was looking for a change from fine china to handmade ceramics. Barrett then went to friends and Baylor alumni, Jonathan and Sarah Martin, and that was the beginning of Black Oak Art.
So he said, let me create a way to carve a logo into the side of a mug. And she said, sure, go for it. And she gave him freedom to do that. And it was something like this. And that was kind of our first customer.
Today you can find Black Oak Art pieces all over Waco, from Magnolia Market to Milo's and Fabled. But for the team, it's about more than ceramics, as every piece is carrying on co-founder Jonathan's legacy following his passing in 2022.
Now that he has passed away, it means even more to me that people are getting to hold a piece of something that literally has his fingerprints on it is pretty, beyond, I can't even express how much that means to me personally and our business.
Jonathan left a huge impact on the hearts of his employees.
A lot of people come into art thinking, oh, I'm not an artist, or I wasn't born an artist. And he would tell people, hey, this is a skill, and discipline, and anyone can be an artist.
Black Oak art continues to grow while staying true to the vision the Martins started.
Being able to continue it in such a vibrant way, we continue to get customers, we continue to expand across the nation, and I do feel like it's all exactly what Jonathan would have wanted.
The Martins are shaping more than just clay. They're shaping a piece of Waco's story. For Lariat TV News, I'm Marissa Muniz.
Well, that's it for our Best of Show and closes out our last newscast of the semester. We hope you have a great holiday break.
We're looking forward to seeing you in the new year. From our entire staff to you, good luck on finals, safe travels as you head home, and as always, sick 'em Bears.